alrighty.
Yeah, these have the same software version that the simulator has on that 430.
I really need to figure out how to all these.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. It's just I don't think I really give it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Plus
1553 Zulu, winds 1807, visibility 10 miles, sky clear, temperature 01, dew point -6, altimeter 3037. RNAV ILS or visual approach and use landing departing on runway 9 right. Notice to airman taxiway golf closed. Advised on his contact information, Victor. Information, Victor. 1553 Zulu, winds 1807, visibility 10 miles, sky clear, temperature 01, dew point -6, altimeter 3037. RNAV ILS or visual approach and use landing.
you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Alright. Just head out west to the practice area.
Yep. Yeah, 270. Yeah, my 5:30 flight, the guy only scheduled me for an hour, so I need to give him a call and do what he wants to do. And then do you still want to fly tomorrow?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, we've had, what, 5 cancellations this past week, so
Yeah.
some is better than none.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think we're flying until like 6 o'clock either, right?
Yeah, if we want to move it up, we can, and do it during the day. Even if once we get back, we can check that out.
Yeah.
This is fun. State ground. This is Skyhawk 737 Dog Golf at the west ramp with information, Victor. Takeoff heading of 270, please.
Golf, state turn 9 right, taxi Alpha, cross runway 5.
Taxi V Alpha to 9 right, cross the 5. Delta Golf. Dog Golf, oops. I don't know why I said that.
So, I was getting an RX on the top frequency when you're broadcasting also.
The joys of new planes.
And I'm not sure if that's just because they also have ground broadcasting on their Unicom frequency. Maybe, possibly, but...
Alright, so with that guy in the corner, if I go straight ahead, I'm going to prop wash him. Is that okay? Or should I try and, like, pop next to him before he takes off?
I would just kind of go to the right of him.
Yeah.
Or you could go past it and then make sure the tail's pointing to the grass. But there's plenty of room to the right of him.
Yeah. Loaded up with kids and everything.
Yep. I'm actually going out to Yellow Springs tomorrow with one of my neighbors.
What for? Just for shits and giggles, or like flying over there, or just driving?
We're driving down. I hear it's beautiful, and my mom actually went to Antioch, so I've been trying to see the area.
It's it's such a small school.
Oh, I know.
That it's funny who all went there.
Yeah.
Like Dave Chappelle's mom taught there, or dad taught there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's why Dave Chappelle lives out in Yellow Springs.
Oh, you know, I thought he lived up in Toledo.
Nope, he lives out in Yellow Springs.
That's awesome. Yeah, my mom, her mom had a bunch of health issues, and they lived in Kansas City, so she wanted to stay in the Midwest, and then she liked the school, and at the time it wasn't as liberal as it is now either.
I feel like it was always kind of liberal, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, we can look at the schedule, but I don't mind flying before I head up to Yellow Springs, or I'll be back by 6 p.m. too, so.
I always forget which one it is. The alternator or the battery that I switch off to check for?
The alternator.
Okay. Low pressure check, temperature, pilot check closed. Alright, already going.
State Tower, flight design 503, November Mike. We're 9 miles northwest with Victor, full stop.
Flight support 503, Mike, State Tower, report crossing the outer belt straight in front of runway 9 right.
I guess we can technically tighten the spark plug and leave the golf.
9 right, 3 November Mike.
That sucks. Whatever.
I'm just sending a message.
Do you want me to put 118.8 down here just to check and see if you get an RX on this guy again?
Yeah. And then we just have to put...
Yeah. State Tower, this is Skyhawk 737, Delta Golf at 9 right, ready for takeoff.
737 Delta Golf, State Tower, runway 9 right, cleared for takeoff, turn right, proceed on course.
Right, proceed on course, 9 right, clear for takeoff, 737 Delta Golf.
Nope, didn't do it, so.
Ohio State Tower, Sirius 583 pop uniform is 8 miles to north, inbound, full stop with information, Victor.
Sirius 583 pop uniform, State Tower, roger, report at 3 mile left base, runway 9 right.
4 miles left base, runway 9 right.
Alright, we got an east heading on the DG, although that seems to process a little bit. Trimmin's green. Airspeed kicked alive because of that weird thingy on it. Trying to peel her off. Hello, low density altitude.
I would have thought there would have been more of a crosswind.
Wasn't too bad.
No.
There's 400.
State Tower, Cessna 75739, overflying the Square Lakes, inbound, full stop with Victor.
75739, State Tower, report 315, the outer belt landing runway 9 right. Correct, sorry. Report the river in the outer belt landing runway 9 right.
Report the river in the outer belt, landing 9 right, 75739.
So do you want to do 8s on pylons today, or we can just do all the air work?
Let's try maybe 1 and maybe
3 miles to the north.
Good 3 pop uniform, enter a midfield
Alright.
left downwind, runway 9 right.
So with 8s on pylons,
Downwind runway 9 right.
our altitude's always changing. So we basically climb or descend to keep the pylon off our wingtip. So if the pylon is in front of our wingtip, then we descend down to catch up to it. And if we're in front of it, we climb up so the point can catch back up to us. If that makes sense.
yeah, because I know a little bit about it. It's all the
Mike Tower, runway 9 right, cleared.
it's all keep the pylon pretty much straight to your left, and it's all about the pivotal altitude of going up and down.
Yep, and then we have the 2 points, so then it's also diverting our attention to the next point.
Delta Golf Tower.
Delta Golf.
Light sport traffic heading to your right on final.
Delta Golf looking for traffic. We'll head to the southeast or southwest.
I have traffic.
Delta Golf has traffic.
Delta Golf, maintain visual.
Delta Golf.
So we calculate for our entry altitude is our pivotal altitude. And the way we calculate that is we use our ground speed, and when we divide that by 11.3. So we enter on in the downwinds.
Here's 3 pop uniform.
So basically we just take our indicated and then add our ground speed to add the wind to it. So wind was 1807 knots. So our ground speed's gonna be about 97 knots.
Number 2, runway 9 right, clear to land. There is 583 pop.
State Tower, cap 3429.
Cap 3429, State Tower.
Yes, sir, we're about 3 miles to the east of 270 and 71. We're inbound full stop with Victor.
Cap 3429, State Tower into the left downwind, runway 9 right, report midfield left downwind.
Okay, left downwind, runway 9 right, we report midfield, cap 3429.
75739, look for Cirrus traffic, left base, turning final for runway 9 right.
Okay, so it's 830 feet.
Be looking for that traffic.
Okay.
And that's AGL.
So we need to descend. Call it 1,000. So
739, follow the Cirrus. Number 2 now, runway 9 right, cleared to land.
But we want to add ground elevation to it, so it's probably going to be right about 1,800 feet.
Right,
Right
at Charlie, via Alpha to parking and monitor ground point 7 into the ramp.
okay, so
And you know, I actually had told you, I said it was the 97 divided by 11.3. It's 97 squared divided by 11.3.
okay for the pivotal altitude.
For pivotal, yeah.
Okay.
And that's just our entry altitude, and obviously throughout the maneuver the altitude's changing the whole time.
Oh. I don't want to go find that beacon. Like, is that little house over there?
You know, I'm not sure what the beacons look like.
But I know what VORs look like, but
I know, like, Van Nuys, they got rid of their marker beacon on the ILS because kids kept going out and stealing copper. So they would always have to in-op it and then put a NOTAM out that was out of service.
so where I learned to fly, one of the guys who actually worked with, when he was younger, he would go and they would go and break the runway lights.
Going around.
They would go.
Uniform, Roger, make right traffic.
I don't know if it was just it didn't have the fences that all the places have now, or if they would just jump the fences and they would go and break the runway lights and then they'd run away. And I was like, really? I mean,
And they probably don't really actually realize how much work they're creating.
okay, so does it matter or help in like which, like going into the wind first for like a 8s on pylon or?
Started at 6.
So we're going to want to enter in the downwinds.
Okay, downwind. So like winds from the south. So
landing runway 9 right.
Report 33 and out about for 9 right. Start 6.
all right. Oh, must have a little bit of carb ice.
So we would want to pick like 2 points off to our right, and we could just enter, or we could pick 2 points to the left and fly over them and circle back around.
47321, ready at 9 right.
Okay,
We're going to be wanting to fly northbound as we enter the maneuver.
okay. Let's down a little bit first. Let's
47321, stay tower runway 9 right, line up and wait.
just for something huge.
Cirrus.
I'm gonna pretend. Let's pick this little lake on the north side, or this bridge. This bridge is pretty easy.
I want you to line up on the runway and wait.
On the runway, wait, 47321.
All right. All right, 1800.
So we could use that bridge as one, and then maybe like
Charlie
that farm right there.
The farm with like the
right on
and then the two.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I got this guy off to my right. I'm at approximately 1800.
Take off, turn left,
So,
and proceed on course.
You know, I would actually fly this south and get a little bit farther away, so we're a little bit more established entering.
We're 321, you're clear for takeoff, turn left on course.
You know what? Here, look over here. Do you see that lone tree in the field?
Yeah. It's like midway between the two. They're a little divided.
Yeah, so let's use that one tree instead.
Look for Cherokee traffic.
It'll be a little bit better with the wind.
2000 for the left base.
So if you just do a left turn now,
Like left 180.
yeah, then we'll be right on the perfect time downwind entry.
Runway 9 right.
Looking for traffic.
I kind of want to go to this park right down below us. It looks nice.
Wind check 150 at 8.
All right, let's go to power and work on some off-field landings. Have you ever been down to Yellow Springs?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're close to one of my friends' places. Oh yeah, like I grew up in Dayton, so I went to Yellow Springs all the time. Like there's actually, when you go, there's this place called Young's Dairy.
Young's Dairy, yep. My mom used to work there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you're, that's cool.
Your traffic.
All right, so
dude, that's about half the reason I want to go down. I've heard so many good things about that place.
All right, so
belt around for Cat 53429.
there's, I don't know where that tree is. I think it's over there.
Isn't that field? You know, just use that barn because that tree's probably actually be pretty hard to find.
Barn.
Got a 14 tower, enter the
barn's right on the other side of the tree line, to the left.
Right down, runway 9 right, report midfield.
Enter right downwind for runway.
Okay,
report midfield. Charlotte 4
6 Cirrus traffic, short final, no factor for you, runway 9 right, cleared to land.
So do you see the bridge right there?
Yeah.
Then the barn is right over, probably about...
Oh, it's right off our wing right now. It's behind us a little bit.
3429, we have the traffic now.
Yeah, 3429, follow the Cherokee number 2 now, runway 9 right, cleared to land.
Okay, number 2 following Cherokee, 9 right, cap 3429.
All right, let's just do another. We're gonna do another lap. Right, because just to our left, on the front side of that lake, is where the barn is, right?
Yeah, you know, I was talking about the barn on the other side of the lake.
Yeah, so it's on the other side of the lake, and there's the three, the one going straight north, and then the two east-west ones on the, top, on the north side, south side. Okay, so now that I'm a little bit more orientated.
Yeah, so you want to circle around that one and then come back and circle around the bridge.
Turn right, Alpha,
and make
parking
just
main ramp.
Okay.
Ground point,
yeah.
Taxi.
For some reason, I was still thinking of the lazy 8s, not the 8s on pylons. Okay, so I almost kind of want to like. Okay, so I still want to do. So I'll come back around, go north in between, do that one, and then come back and then. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
3 Papa Uniform, follow the silver SUV.
Silver SUV.
Grounds 121.7, monitor. Charlotte 6, turn right, Charlie Alpha to parking, monitor ground point 7.
Thank you.
Okay. So, right between them. Pull up if it's...
So you know these points are pretty close.
Well, I'm not going to do it perfectly, that's...
Yeah. So you can just bank now. So right now the point's a little bit in front of us, so we want to descend.
Now it's... I guess it's getting there.
Cap 3429.
Alright, so do you see other points
Charlie
in front of us?
Alpha to parking, monitor ground point 7 into the ramp.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, right,
So pull up.
Charlie Alpha to the ramp, monitor ground.
So you want, if it's in front of us, you want to push down.
State Tower.
And if it's behind us,
Go downwind for 9 right.
Pull up.
14 Tower, runway 9 right, cleared to land, wind 170 at 8.
Runway 9 right, clear to land. Bravo 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's pick, you see the little, there's like a brown shed off in that far left corner of the green.
Alright, you know, this is actually working. Let's...
Alright. It's like right there. So up if it's behind. Down if it's ahead.
Yeah, I think you're just always chasing the points. So if it's a front, you want to pitch down. You're either catching up to the point or letting the point catch up to you. Pitched up a little bit now.
Yeah, I kind of hosed that one. Alright, so now back off to this guy, huh?
Yep. So right now you want to pitch down.
Alright,
Scarlet 14 Tower, turn right, Charlie via Alpha to parking, monitor ground point 7 into the ramp.
Down. Alpha to parking, monitor ground point 7. Scarlet 14, good day.
Reduce a little bit of your bank.
we got really high on that one. Yeah, I screwed that one up bad. Well.
Just got a little bit too high at the end.
Yeah, so, okay, so I remember seeing the diagram of how these are, is that at the center spot is when you're at your highest altitude, and then you descend when you're at the farthest point, and then,
I mean, the center spot, depending on which direction you're going, will be your highest or lowest, because that's when you have your highest or lowest or ground speed. Because in a no-win scenario, in this maneuver, you wouldn't climb or descend at all. Your pivotal altitude's never changing through the maneuver. You could have waited another maybe 15 seconds before you switched to the next pylon that time around.
okay. Do you really want to do anything with the power, or is the power just kind of like...
No, the power's supposed to stay the same the whole time.
Alright.
Because otherwise you're changing your ground speed.
Got too close. Okay, one more lap, and then let's try something else, just because I think I could better prepare myself for these next time.
Yeah, because, you know, here, let's just start climbing on the westbound heading. Because I think you understand what we're supposed to be doing, but I think it would be better if we sat down in front of the diagram and just kind of talked about it once.
Yeah, because I just remember seeing a picture in one of the books where it's pretty much, yeah, I know you're changing your altitude. Again, I didn't read enough about diving to catch up and then pulling back to pull it back in.
Yeah, I mean, there are YouTube videos too online where you see the guys just flying it and see how they pitch. So, we can just level off at 2,500 feet. And we can do a couple clearance turns. So something to work on kind of in between these maneuvers, making sure we don't gain altitude.
I noticed that, I was like, that's not good.
Yeah, you can just roll out on the westbound heading. So as we talked about before, with the we'll do Chandelles first, and what we're gonna do is bank the airplane at 30 degrees. We want to be right at about 100 knots when we enter, and then full power, and continuously increase our pitch for the first 90 degrees, so we get to about the 90 degree points at 12 to 14 degrees pitch up. We're going to maintain that pitch and then slowly reduce the bank for the second half of the turn, so that once we're at 180 degrees, we have 0 degrees of bank and about 12 to 14 degrees of pitch. And the still warning horn should either be going off or we should be kind of right on the edge. Okay?
Okay. Alright, well, let's just go up to 3,000, so right in. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright. So, we're at 100. So, 30 degrees. Add power. Pitch up.
A little bit faster with the pitch up. Okay, so there's 90 degrees. We want to hold about this pitch and then just kind of slowly that thing.
Have a lot of speed. And my ears are popping.
That wasn't bad. We're a little bit fast exiting the maneuver, so we can recover. Nose down a little bit, start building up the airspeed. So this time, let's be a little bit more aggressive with the pitch up for that first 90 degrees.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll just leave that in.
I think about 80-ish knots should be a good place to be right when we get to the 90 degrees for the airspeed.
Okay.
Back to the eastbound heading.
Alright. So, there you go, right this time. Full power. Low. Airspeed stopping.
And State Tower, 26 is over 270.
There's south.
10 miles, 9 miles to the east, and about full stop, that's Victor.
26 to left.
I don't think I really got it 30 degrees.
Left downwind for 9 right, we'll call you midfield, 26.
Make sure you're getting rid of that bank. Alright, that was pretty good.
I don't think I did 30 degrees I don't even think I hit 30 degrees. I was focusing on some other shit.
I know that when we're at the 90 degree point, you're at like 25-ish degrees.
Yeah, that's when I finally caught it. I was like,
And we can even do a little bit more nose up. We can just a little bit slower.
Alright. Let's get this guy.
State Tower, Cox, 75746, 10 to the west, whiskey, full stop.
5746, I'll stay straight in, 9 right, call me at the outer belt.
Alright, we're at 100.
9 right, call you at the belt, 757.
Full power. 30 degrees. I didn't get the pitch up. There's 30 degrees. There's pitch up. We're at south. Starting to pull it back. Roll the arm.
Wait a little bit on the bank.
Rolled out a little bit late, but... And no stall horn again. Coopy.
That was pretty good though on the pitch up. And then you were just a little bit too aggressive initially on getting rid of that bank also.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like smoother, and I'm not.
And I mean, Paul doesn't expect you to be aerobatic. Paul doesn't expect you to do it perfectly either. But
Alright. At 100 to the right, full power, 30 degrees. That pitch. There's south. Slowly rolling the bank out. There's 6. There's west. Still no stall horn, but at least a lot lower.
Here, just pull the nose back up a little bit farther. Let's see how close we were.
On the green arc, we weren't even close.
Going back.
Like 40, 45. There's a little carb ice going on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, do you want to do one more or do you want to move on?
Let's do one more. I want to do one more. I don't think they're not that hard. It's just I need to.
It's just kind of learning the timing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of finesse with this maneuver.
Down to 55. Alright, 55. Pitch up. 30 degrees.
36 says midfield downwind, 9 right.
26,
Ow.
continue downwind.
Can't really see a whole bunch.
526.
I don't think I'm not holding the pitch, and that's why it's.
State tower 75746 coming up on the belt, 9 right.
46, 9 right,
15
clear
knots.
alignment.
Clear
Above
line, 9
slow
right,
speed.
75746.
Not even close.
26.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 10 knots above, that's fine.
Down about 2 miles straight in final.
I mean, I'll just try and make sure I'm at like 55 knots or below.
Looking for traffic,
Yeah.
26.
We have a traffic inside, go 26.
26, follow that traffic number 2.
Alright, you want to try lazy 8s or do steep turns first?
Follow that traffic, go 26.
Just steep turns.
Alright.
I'm gonna head north a little bit because I feel like we're getting kind of close to Madison County. Not too close, but
Yeah, I mean, we're so high up right now that it doesn't really matter.
that's true. All right. So 50 degrees. There's no 45 on this guy, is it? Yeah, that's the 60. So gotta be more than 45, and then
50 degrees and 90 knots plus or minus 5 knots. You know, I have to double check that actually.
there's a speed limit on it, or is it just 90 knots for the maneuvering speed?
I mean, we use 90 knots as our entry speed, and then I can't remember in the ACS if it's plus or minus 10 knots or plus or minus 5 knots.
I feel like it's comm, so it's plus or minus 5.
That's what I believe too, but I would have to double check.
And not the big. Alright, so let's get down.
High state tower.
And what is it, plus or minus like 50 feet?
1 is 9 to the west, inbound whiskey.
Yeah, I believe so, but
straight in,
we'll just reference ACS after the flight.
Straight in, 9 right, code, belt, turkey 461.
Alright, so let me get set up here. Here, that car base.
We should also drive out to Bonanza after we get back, just to verify the C-track is good.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do, I feel like left are easier first time, so I'm not even gonna worry about airspeed, I'm just gonna roll into it, let's go. There's 45-ish. calling prop wash. Fuck no. No, I don't even know what my airspeed was.
75746 on state tower, turn right at Charlie, hold short of Alpha.
Right on Charlie, hold short of Alpha 75746.
Alright. So right this time. Definitely not 45, and I'm definitely gaining altitude. Yeah. My airspeed just dropped like a rock. Alright. Oh man. Alright, let's get back down to lots of car bites today.
26 tower, turn right at Charlie, off to the ramp, monitor ground, 0.7, good day.
Back down to 6,000.
Right on Charlie.
What would you do if you lost your engine right now?
Oh, you know, 65 knots and pick one of these nice fields, or yeah, there's plenty of nice fields. Probably just descend down to that field right below me. Mind with the wind. 1.15. Talk to that guy. I just call tower and be like, yep, emergency landing.
Yeah, since I'm already on OSU's tower frequency, I'll just stay on OSU's tower, let them know that we're like 10 miles to the west of them, and putting it down one of the fields. I mean, I wouldn't even attempt to glide over to OSU. We're pretty close.
No way.
But, I mean, out here we have so many fields.
Oh. I remember on my BFR when he took me out and we were like maneuvering north of Marysville or Delaware, I forget which one it was, and you're like, alright, you lost your engine, let's go land. And to be honest, I had like zero faith that we had enough glide distance. How do you,
Cherokee 461, just crossing the outfield, sir.
how do you get that like, they're like, yeah, we can make it there. Like, I have no idea, like, honestly, how far we could glide in this plane at 65 knots.
You know, we should look at the L over D and see what our glide ratio actually is.
I think on these it's like 9 to 1. So, we're 5,000 feet AGL, so
That's just about, call it a mile up.
that's like 10 miles.
I mean, right now we'd be right on the edge of being able to make it state then.
I feel like I just pick a field.
Yeah. No, do you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably start gliding towards Marysville at this point, though, because I have so many fields in between us and there.
Which one is it? I thought it was just direct that you held in and it'd take you to the nearest.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, there's like one of them. You just hold in and it's supposed to take you. It's like the emergency button, or you just it takes you to the nearest airport. I know there's like a nearest, but
there is a nearest. It's all the way to the right. Yeah, I mean we're make it Marysville.
Alright, so we did steep turns. Should I continue those until I really... let's do one more.
Let's do one more after that last one we had.
That was pretty shit. Alright. Actually, head north. Whatever, 030.
A little bit more bank.
I put too much trim up in this thing.
461 on state target, turn right at Charlie, off to the ramp, monitor ground point 7, good day.
Right, Charlie, off to the ramp, monitor ground, Cherokee 461, good day.
That's another less than impressive one.
I think your turns to the left are better than to the right.
State practice. State Tower, Scarlet 8, inbound just north of the dam with Whiskey for full stop.
Scarlet 8, state left base 9 right, call me at the out of boat.
Call the belt, Scarlet 8.
Alright. 2 and 3.
Could I demonstrate an accelerated stall during your BFR?
Yeah. Or you just yank up right now, and it's because we have to do those for comm too, don't we? Because
Yeah.
I think you said Donnie had that, like
Donnie
Paul
had
had.
it on his check ride, yeah. Yeah, so I typically demonstrate one on...
There we go.
Alright, let's end on that one. Yeah, so I usually demonstrate them on the first comm lesson, but since we demonstrated them a couple months ago during a BFR, I won't today unless you want to see it again.
I mean,
So,
it's just assault.
Ohio State Tower, Cherokee
45 and yank back, and then
Yeah.
and the horn will go off. I mean,
So let's go ahead and do the stalls now. So we'll do a power off stall first, and if the power off stall's fine, we'll just go right into and do a power on stall.
okay.
So just remember, the main difference between stalls for commercial versus private is we recover at first indication of the stall. So the
They
first
don't let it stall.
whatever the first indication is. So the horn should be the first indication. But for example, I was working on these stalls once with a commercial student, and the horn had gone out in the airplane. So the first indication was actually the buffet.
Okay.
So kind of think that you're waiting for the horn, but if you don't get the horn and you get the buffet, make sure you recover.
Okay. Alright, so I don't think we really need to do clearing turns, or really. I think one of the hard things, well, for the steep turns, I'm really focused on these guys. I'm not even really looking outside, and I know that that's not really how you're supposed to do them, but I feel like in that side attitude, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, next time, what we'll do is we'll just come out and I'll cover your gauges, and we'll just do some steep turns where you can't look at the gauges.
Okay.
And basically, you just want the nose cutting through the horizon the whole time.
Great. Yeah, I don't have that sight picture yet, so. Alright, so 1500. Not even.
Tower, Scarlet 8, over the belt.
Scarlet 8, state tower, runway 9 right, cleared 2 land, wind 170 at 8.
Quarter land, 9 right, Scarlet 8.
Goes down. Airspeed coming up. Flaps out.
State Tower, Skyhawk 436 Golf,
in.
10 miles to the northwest, landing with Whiskey.
So let's do another one of those, and let's go ahead and actually apply full flaps.
Okay.
And then just remember, when you have full power on the recovery, bring the car repeat. And then also make sure you bring the flaps back up one flap at a time. Or one notch at a time.
Alright, let's head north a little bit.
So we're right at about 1 o'clock.
Oh,
We're at 6,000 feet though, so
alright.
fine of altitude.
Don't see anybody. Okay, so RP managed. Throw all the flaps in. Down.
I would go 10 degrees, yeah.
you want to do another or just do power on this time?
We'll do a power on now.
Alright, so...
Scarlet 8, turn right, Charlie.
Is this again 1500 flaps and then just add power to hold?
No flaps.
No flaps?
Yeah, so just bring the power back until you get to about 80 knots, and then just go full power and pitch up.
Is there like an altitude I can't lose or anything, or is it? Okay.
It's just minimum loss of altitude. And they changed the vocabulary on that because there's so many accidents where the people are getting secondary stalls. I mean, even 737s were getting secondary stalls. So. Alright, so do you remember how to do an emergency descent in this airplane?
No. I forget, this was... Is it full flaps or no?
Yes.
Okay, so pretty much power everything out, full flaps, pitch down for 65? Or is it...
well, what's the fastest we can fly with full flaps in this airplane?
85.
Yep, so pitch for 85.
Okay, so... Do that, because that's got plenty of shit in it.
And we'll exit the maneuver at 3,500 feet.
Don't really put those in yet. Not slowed up yet.
Yes, I mean, we get down pretty fast.
State Tower Warrior 47321 with Whiskey and Square Lakes, full stop.
47321, State Tower, report the river in the
pretty much just like
left base to runway 9 right.
20 degrees, 2,000 feet, 85 knots.
9 right.
Yep.
47321.
State Tower, 6, run up area for 9 right, ready for takeoff.
Man, I can feel the
Scarlet 6, State Tower,
rudder
runway
jumping.
9 right, cleared for takeoff, turn left to proceed on course.
Oh, you can see it too.
150 at 8.
9 right, clear for takeoff.
It must be like just the disturbance from the flaps pushing it down or the airflow. Alright. You missed it. You saw the VSI just went, it just kicked over. It must have been like caught on something. Alright, let's walk these out.
State Tower, Skyhawk 436 Golf is over the belt for 9 right.
Boy 36 Golf, State Tower, runway 9 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, 9 right, 36 Golf.
Get Atis and head back.
We could do that, or we could go through the Lazy 8s once real quick.
Let's do Lazy 8s once real quick.
Okay. So, throughout the whole maneuver, we're always changing our pitch and bank. So I like to kind of look at, okay, each kind of 45-degree leg. So for the first 45 degrees, we want to increase our pitch so we're about 15 degrees nose up, and then we also want to be about 15 degrees of bank.
Okay.
This is going to be our highest pitch angle, pitch up attitude. And so then, after we pass the 45, we want to let the nose drop, so that once we get to our 90-degree point, the nose is cutting right through the horizon, and we've increased our bank to 30 degrees. So for the first half, we're increasing our bank the whole time, and for the first 45, we increase the pitch, and then we get rid of that pitch. So right as we pass 90, the nose is cutting right through the horizon, so that when we're at our 135 points, we're 15 degrees nose down, and then we've reduced our bank so we're 15 degrees of bank. So then for the last 45, we're bringing the nose back up and continuing to reduce our bank so that we're in straight and level flight at 180 degrees. So
okay.
Continuing.
Okay. So, should I be heading east-west for this?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Tower Warrior 47321, reporting the outer belt. Sorry.
And we want to be right at about 100 knots when we enter the maneuver.
Okay.
Warrior 321, the instructions was the river in the outer belt, but you're fine on the left base at Sawmill there, runway 9 right, cleared to land.
9 right, cleared to land, 47321.
That's a 36 Golf, turn right at Delta,
Okay,
the Alpha parking, monitor ground point 7 into the ramp.
Turn right at Delta Alpha to park.
West on the DG, so we're at 100, so 15. There's north, so drop the nose down.
Keep increasing that bank. We want to be at 30 degrees of bank right now.
Okay, oops.
Now we want to be decreasing the bank, and we want the nose below the horizon. And we want to be wings level, horizon.
Alright, and then
And I like to kind of stabilize again before I go into the next one.
15. And cut back down.
Okay.
30.
And you just want to kind of gradually bring that pitch back up. Yep, I mean, kind of that's the basic idea.
Okay, yeah, I was, just from the diagrams and stuff, I was expecting it to be more
Warrior 321,
higher up,
right at Delta,
but
Yeah,
even
I
then,
mean,
monitor ground point
I
7
would,
into the ramp.
especially I don't think you're pitching nose down enough.
okay.
And then like on the last one, you basically got rid of all your nose down pitch right at the last 10 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's that first kind of 15. It really is really lazy when you
Okay.
actually fly it.
Alright, so let's try when we go head back south. So, again, so 15.
So it's not, here, let's roll out for a second.
Okay.
It's not instantly going to 15, it's slowly increasing your bank, so you just get to 15 degrees as you get to the 45 points.
Okay, and then you're at 30, then another 15.
So then you're slowly increasing your bank angle so that you get to 30 degrees of bank when you get to your 90 degree points. You're flying away from us right now.
Okay, so just lazily, again, fuck. Lazily.
And just kind of I know.
Nah, I'm not doing it. Alright, so...
Okay, now keep increasing that bank to 30 as that nose drops through the horizon. And now just slowly getting rid of that bank, and that nose is dropping. Okay, so now kind of just start bringing that nose back up as you continue. I really like the second half.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll practice them on the sim. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds difficult.
At least like, get me in the right headspace of how to do them. And...
Alright, let's head back to state.
The hell are we?
So, you just follow this river. That'll take you to the zoo.
Alright.
We're just kind of in the northwest.
Information Whiskey 16530, winds 160 with 5, visibility 10 miles, sky clear. Temperature 02, dew point -6, altimeter 3035. RNAV, ILS or visual approaching use, landing reporting runway 9 right. Letters to Airman, taxiway Golf closed. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions. Advise to owners contact Information Whiskey. Confirmation Whiskey 16530, winds 160 with 5, visibility 10 miles, sky clear. Temperature 02, dew point -6, altimeter 3035. RNAV, ILS or visual approach.
So what, 10 north you say?
Just about, probably.
Missed it.
It?
Yeah. I swear I saw it go by. There.
Oh, you know, we're 20 miles away.
I was gonna say. Be a nice day if it wasn't for all the haze.
Yeah. Still not bad, though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna complain too much. Are you gonna go hiking when you're at Yellow Springs? Like,
Yeah, that's the idea. Go hiking, go Young's Dairy.
yeah, like there's like some, when I was growing up, there used to be like a toy store called Mr. Phibbs, and he had like, they weren't toys that you would ever find in like a Toys R Us, they were more like,
Like handmade wood toys, type stuff like that, or?
not so much. I mean, they were still like mass-produced and stuff, but they were. I guess you would find them now at like one of those Brainy Child stores, but they were like more unique toys that you wouldn't find at typical places. So it's
that's pretty cool.
So it's kind of fun. Like, there's not a big downtown. There's like a good pizza joint, a decent pizza joint that has like a whole bunch of beers. What else is down there? I don't know. Like, there's just like some fun little shops and stuff. It's just like a quirky little community.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, then if you actually, it depends on how much time you have, but like, if you do the one hike, you'll end up in like the Clifton area, and there's an old mill in the Clifton area, and it has like the old, like sugar stick, like lollipops that you could buy for like, back in the day it was like 20 cents, now it's probably like $1 or something.
That's awesome though.
But like, they might actually have the lights up, but they usually do like lights on the falls, because there's like a little falls where they have actually the old functioning mill. Yeah, I mean, I love going there. There's a spot where there's like this little, where you drink the water. It's like one of the springs, and like it's the high iron content turns the water yellow. So like there's this one spring that's like all kind of this golden orange yellow,
yeah,
because of the spring.
That's the name, Yellow Springs, probably. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about it. I've never been to Hocking Hills. I've never been to Yellow Springs. I've lived here for almost 4 years now.
Yeah, I had been to, well, man's cave too, which is pretty freaking cool. Like I had been there when I was a really little kid.
Hey, is that the one out by kind of Bell Fountain area?
Oh, so it's so those are like the Ohio Caverns or something.
I went there and I was not very impressed.
Okay, well this is free because it's a state park, or yeah, it's a state park, but it's just this huge like gully that's been cut out by the water going through, and like back in colonial times or like settling times, there was a guy who actually lived in this cave.
Oh, really?
And it's not a cave, it's pretty much this big like limestone cutout that is like 50 foot high that kind of like hangs out, and so you're kind of in it. If tomorrow's weather's nice, that's another place to go to.
Yeah.
It's probably like it's about just as far away. But I had been there since a kid, and I was like, holy shit, this is what Old Man's Cave is. I don't really remember it being a kid what it really was. I was like, oh, that's what this is.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of actually even going through Dayton on one of the ways going to Yellow Springs and stopping at the Air Force Museum. That's super impressive.
Yeah, oh, so last night I actually watched, there's like a recent documentary called Spitfire that just came out, and it's about like the Spitfire plane, and it was pretty cool. There was like this, it was just like a geeky little documentary on it, but it was still kind of cool to just airplane porn of just like the Spitfires and stuff. And there's this one guy who owns one, who, like, I didn't realize, but like just like the Americans, like in Britain there was women who were used to like ferry the planes from the factory in Britain to like the forward bases, and this one woman actually signed her name on this guy's plane back in the day, and his plane was almost all original because it hadn't seen combat, even though it was built in like 43 or 44, and he actually had her sign it again, and she was like 101, and she just passed away. Like they must have done the documentary last year and finally finished it this year.
Yeah.
But I was like Googling this guy because I was like, who is this guy? Why does he have this, multi-million-dollar Spitfire? And I couldn't really find a whole bunch of information on him, but then I found the articles of him kind of getting the plane signed and then saying that the woman actually passed away pretty much like a couple months after the whole thing happened. I was like, oh.
That's really cool though. You know, there's really not enough aviation shows out there for the aviation nerds.
Yeah, I mean, I watched.
There's a couple, but I mean, a lot of them aren't that good.
18 is photo
I mean, a lot of them they're not like pure aviation. It's more like aviation's just a setting.
Charlotte 18, stay down, only 9 right. Clear
like,
I think it'd be really cool to have a Top Gear for airplanes.
Oh. Yeah, but they need like huge pockets for the money, because even Top Gear, like, just the insurance and stuff, like, hey, there's not that many there's not that many planes that come out. It's like, ooh, the 2018 Cessna Skyhawk, woo! You know, like, what's really changed on it? But
no, I mean, it'd more be the old-time airplanes.
That would be cool.
Or then you would have stuff like racing a 2018 Skyhawk versus a C-172-A Skyhawk.
Over Hoover with whiskey, full stop.
And I watched Flying Wild Alaska, and I kind of liked that. That was kind of cool. But again, there was a lot more like drama and stuff than there was like.
Is that the one where they fly like DC-3s and stuff like that?
No, I think that's like Northwest Ice something. I don't know.
Ice Pilots or.
Yeah. So are these the Square Lakes?
I don't know.
Okay. How far away are we? We are 10 to the north. Those might be the Square Lakes over there. I'm guessing that's what they are.
Not sure. There's a zoo's right up to the right, I believe.
Yeah, it looks about right. Alright, clear some of that carb ice again and descend a little bit. State Tower, this is Skyhawk 737, Delta Golf, with information Whiskey, 10 miles to the north, inbound full stop.
Skyhawk 737, Delta Golf, State Tower, report the river and the outer belt for the left base to runway 9 right.
Report river and the outer belt for left base for 9 right, 737, Delta Golf.
Imagine being the guys who go around and fly like a B-17, and then in the next episode you fly like the Spitfire.
So like, again, it kind of surprised me because they had 2 women talk about flying these planes, and I don't know why that blew my mind, but like I remember this one, and this one woman, she was like, the controls were so light, she was like, all you had to do is blow on the controls. And I was like, that's a really well balanced plane. Like I would just love to get in there and just to like do the whole box of like the controls and see how nice and like crisp they were.
Oh yeah.
And then it was really funny because this one woman, she goes, because the undercarriage, the way it swung down, it had a really narrow stance.
Oh, so it was probably really hard to land.
And she says she was a lady, like my instructor told me she was a lady in the sky and a bitch on the ground. It was just funny hearing this from this really old lady.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, most of those old World War II airplanes were built by women too.
Yeah, they had like the like Rosie the Riveter kind of footage.
I know. I forget which famous person is from the time, but one of the people used to had gotten famous. A really famous female actor got famous because they had taken her picture in the DC-3 factory in Santa Monica.
Huh.
Santa Monica is one of those cool airports that you should try and fly into before it disappears.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're like fighting tooth and nail to keep it.
Juliet Delta ready for takeoff.
And I mean, I think it's planned
Cruiser
to get close down to 10 years.
Runway 9 right, clear for takeoff. Turn right, proceed on course, maintain 2,000.
Like 2025, something like that.
Turn right, proceed on course, 218 Juliet Delta.
I feel like that's where like Harrison Ford has all his planes, or I don't know. Like I know a lot of the actors like have their planes there, like they fly out of there because it's so convenient.
Yeah, I mean, if you live in Santa Monica, it's the best airport, obviously.
Yeah.
And without that, then you're either looking at Van Nuys or spending a ton of money to go into LAX.
Squad 268 Tower.
Tower 1 Hotel Box, left midfield, down 1.
Oh, so I mean, that airport just has so much history.
Cleared to land.
Clear to land 9 left, 311 Hotel Box.
Wind check 18010.
Oh, go over that crosswind then.
Scarlet 26 Tower, runway 9 right, line up and wait.
Runway 9 right, line up and wait, Scarlet 26.
I actually knew the Mayor Daley of Chicago's son in college, and he was the one that shut down.
Runway 9 right, clear for takeoff, turn left and proceed
Or
on
they
course.
did shut it down, but bulldozed exits to the runway in the middle of the night.
Scarlet 26.
It was awful. So, did he tell his son anything?
This was after I was out of school. I think it was like 2003 or something when that happened, because I know it was like after 9/11.
And I mean, they have not used the land for anything.
It's a park, but
I mean, aren't some of the runways and taxiways still out there?
I don't think so. I think it's all clear cut. State Tower, this is Skyhawk 737, Delta Golf at the river and the outer belt.
Cessna 7 Delta Golf, State Tower, runway 9 right, cleared to land, wind 180 at 8.
Clear to land 9 right, 737 Delta Golf. So like actually,
7 State Tower, no
was
delay,
just
departure,
there,
runway 9 right, clear
or
on course traffic, Cessna over the river, left base that
saw
runway.
somebody, saw some like Google mapped it, and like there's like mounds and stuff. I think just so you couldn't even emergency land on if you needed to. Like there's like it's a green spot with like I don't know, like some bike pathways around it. But I know it was like a huge, not like a huge. Well, it was a great place because the
aquarium was right there.
Well, no, it was that, but the convention center and Soldier Field are right on the other side of like the far southern part of the field. So you would, all the bigwigs would land their jets there, and then walk to the convention center for anything that they really needed to take care of. So that's why like a lot of people were pissed because now they had to land out Midway. Like Midway was probably the closest and like most easily accessible for like GA type stuff.
I know my dad said that was his favorite airport in the country.
Really?
Ohio State Tower.
Because he would fly in and his clients would go and do their little meeting. And he would just walk over to the aquarium.
With Whiskey landing.
And there are hundreds of airplanes on the field, and they all had to get special issuances to take off the taxiway.
Right.
15677, report river outer belt for left base for 9 right.
Traffic.
Came in hot.
State Tower 45 Charlie is 10 miles to the west-northwest, inbound, full stop, Whiskey.
I'm not going to slip it, we've got plenty of freaking runway.
Sirius 45 Charlie, Ohio State Tower, report over the outer belt, straight in, final for runway 9 right.
Outer belt, straight in 9 right, 45 Charlie.
Oh, power's all the way out. Oh, this is going to get shitty ass. See if I can salvage it. Well,
Cessna 7 Delta Golf, turn right Delta, Alpha to parking, monitor ground point 7 into the ramp.
Delta to Alpha, monitor ground point 7 to the ramp, 737 Delta Golf. I'm actually kind of impressed with that landing in the sense that I expected it just to be a shit show, and it was of floating, but like at least I didn't slam her down. Like I was expecting
Traffic
to
not
just slam her
available.
down.
You were overcorrecting a little too much. You were pumping the throttle more than you had to.
Oh, no, I didn't touch the throttle. I was just pumping the.
Or no, sorry, not the
yoke.
throttle, the yoke. You're pumping the yoke too much, which is really typical when people come in on crosswinds like that. Like I know back when I first started flying the Mustang, I'd always pump the yoke just because I was trying to kind of finesse the airplane a little bit too much.
Again, I'm happy that I didn't slam her down and bounced like 5 times down the runway, which is kind of what I was expecting.
Oh, and then, I mean, with a little bit extra speed we had coming in, plus the wind, the airplane just did not want to settle down.
A little bit of wind, a little bit of speed.
Okay, the 10 knots are at crosswind, and the 25 knots above ref speed.
The outer belt on a straight in, final for runway 9 right.
677, we're going to follow the outer belt to the west, looking for traffic.
I'm surprised all the hangars aren't open.
Oh, I know. They can never get that arrow started.
I saw it. Do they have 2? Because I swear I saw another one.
Yeah, they have 2.
Okay.
They're Avidine.
That must be the one that's actually running because there's 2 people in it.
Yeah. Funny though, because you'll watch them try and get started like 4 or 5 times, and then you'll see the office guy come out and jump in the airplane, get started, and then jump out.
Ground, Cessna 75746, have information confirmation Whiskey for a VFR departure heading 360. Ready to taxi. 746 South State 9 right, taxi Alpha, cross runway 5.
Purdue's here.
Cessna 746, taxi via Alpha, cross 5, runway 9 right.
Cirruses?
It's not a Cirrus, it's, I don't know what the hell it is. Look it up. The diamonds? Oh, it can't be experimental. What is that? It must be a light sport.
Are you sure it's not like a Cirrus without the wheel pans?
It's got, I don't know. Maybe it is, but it looks...
Because Purdue flies SR-20s.
It says Cirrus on the back, it just doesn't have wheel pants. I've never seen it without wheel pants.
And they don't have the wheel plans because they crack.
Me because
land on the nose wheel. Imagine jumping into that as the only airplane you ever fly.
I'll be honest, I appreciate learning, like, I even think, like, I know, like, some people think, like, Cessnas are, like, or, like, a 172 is, like, overkill for training, and I get, like,